Like,
There's
what do you
There's
want
a
me
new
to
card
do?
variant in the chat. All right. So
It's for real now.
this is worth the wait. This is worth it.
Definitely.
I spent 30 minutes on this. So welcome to the June developer stream for Raw Metal. I am Corrigan, the creative director.
I'm Zach.
I am Pavel,
The other guy.
The other guy. I do things.
I also do things.
We are all the Raw Metal.
Yeah.
All right. Next slide, please.
Cool.
So, first off, we have some new background stuff for the work in progress tutorial. Pavel modeled these excavators that look pretty cool. Pavel, do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yes. So the idea behind this is the exoplanet needed to dig up those that started digging up those holes at some point. So on the overworld, we want to show that there is some story going on in how they got here and digging up all the good old this planet.
The metals. Raw metals.
I don't think I asked this before. Why cicada?
Ask Zach, because this was his design.
Oh right, yeah, you did it straight from the concept art.
Yes.
I was thinking about what a good brand name would be for excavation equipment, and I was thinking about Caterpillar, and then I was like, maybe another type of insect would be cool. And I thought cicada was like a cool insect.
Yeah,
it is.
And also because they burrow.
Correct.
They burrow.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They burrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is good. We should put that on more things. Anyway, next slide, please.
All right.
So here is.
Yeah, you talk. This is your art.
Yeah. Here is some concept art that I did for layer 1, floor 3, which will be the third level of layer 1. So
as you might have
this level is supposed to be it's still sticking with the brown dirt cave, not really cave, but the dugout aesthetic. Brown core. The aesthetic of the first two levels. But
feel free to zoom in on this stuff and like really get in there. Look at the detail.
Yeah. So yes, all the detail, all the rendering that I put into this. So this level is more focused on production. Converting. The first two levels are very mining focused, and then this floor, they're taking more of the, they're taking the metals and they're processing them. So we've got some different machines, a hydraulic press, some like storage stuff, some signs around. Definitely more of a like workshop vibe. Corrigan he's gone.
Oh no, he's gone.
Where did he go?
I have no idea. We have lost.
Well, the show must go on, I guess. I assume he'll come back. Oh, there he is. He's in the audience for some reason. You can go to the next slide, though.
All right, I'll go to the next slide.
The funny man made my Discord crash.
Oh no!
The funny man?
As soon as you panned over to that little guy,
for scale.
Yeah, as soon as you panned over to him, my Discord just black screened and closed.
Oh no.
That's awesome.
All right, next slide.
I have such power.
Yes, sentience.
Yo.
Yeah, so these are the guard variants for the game. Each of these will be introduced on each of the 3 layers. So in the first layer, you'll encounter the guard on the far left, which is the taser guard. And as you might have guessed, he shoots a taser. So when one of them spots you, they will, instead of chasing after you immediately, they'll start charging a taser and try and nab you with that, which will stun you for a period of time and allow them to catch up to you and grab you. And then in combat, they'll also try to back away and shoot you every so often. It takes about like a second and a half to charge up, so you'll be able to see it coming and dodge it. But yeah, so it's just like sort of an added threat. You'll see them pretty occasionally. Once you reach the second layer, you'll start getting the middle guard in addition to that, which is the radar guard. The radar guard can I can't wait to get shot. Yeah, me too. The radar guard, basically each of these guards will have sort of a radius around them that has like a radar sweep rotating. And if that sweep touches you, whether you're through a wall, in shadow, whatever, you will get detected immediately. So we were bouncing around ideas because we wanted a guard that had some sort of enhanced vision. We thought about like, oh, maybe night vision, but we were like, that kind of just like removes the shadow mechanic. That's not that fun. We thought like, oh, what about like a motion sensor guard or something like that? It was like, well, that's just kind of like hearing, but better. We were like maybe some sort of heat sensor where like if you stay in place too long, then you get spotted. Like that's a little finicky, might be kind of annoying. So we eventually came up with this, which is sort of like, it's more interesting than just like it detects you over time within a radius around them, and more like it's a thing you can see and avoid, where you can sort of time it. If like the radar sweep is like just passing you, you can go in because you have a little bit of time before it comes back around and spots you. And I also think it's just aesthetically really cool and makes sense intuitively how it works. So yeah, so that's the radar guard. And then finally, in the third layer, you will get the guard on the far right, which is the elite guard. The elite guard has essentially better combat capabilities. We're still kind of working out the details of it, but the main thing is that they have a second follow-up attack after their swing that you have to avoid. Maybe they'll have increased heat buildup or some other sort of things. Maybe they chase after you faster. I'm not sure yet, but they'll basically be like a beefed out version of the regular guards. If you go to the next one, there's like a back view of them. You can see the taser guy has like a little battery on his backpack. The elite guard has like a larger pauldron on his left side. So yeah, that's the guard variants. So now we have some animations for the guard variants. I think you can set this to loop as well, Pavel. There you go.
Next slide.
Oregon gone again.
Ah!
I think his laptop does not like Discord, essentially.
My laptop, in fact, does not like Discord. Anyway, so this is the animation that will play when the taser guard goes to shoot you. I'm pretty happy with it. We're gonna have some cool effects on it to make it very obvious when it's happening in the heat of battle. But yeah, that's that animation. I kind of copied the later half from the scav animation, and then this is the animation that plays when a radar guard detects you on radar. So kind of just like look around, like, what was that? You know. So same as the other detect animation, but a little different. And then we have some boss animations. This is one of...
Oh, he's gone again.
Oh my god. This is not epic. One of what? This is it's one of the animations for the second boss.
Back animations that the boss has. I'm gonna join on my phone because this is getting
okay.
So the animations first, though, quickly before it happens again. And then this is a follow-up attack to that attack, one of two that he can do. This is a work in progress. It's still a little bit rough, but it's a double attack that's pretty fast. and it starts with a dodge to the right, so it will sort of like avoid your.
Oh,
It'll avoid. Yeah, I'll continue. It'll avoid your attacks. If you attack and he does this, he kind of dodges while he's doing it. Kind of schmoves.
all right.
This boss is very schmovement based.
No, go to the next slide, I guess. This is you, right?
Yeah. I was just trying to figure out what is happening with Corey because he's in the audience now. I don't know. I will continue talking about this. So, one of the what do you mean let you in? I invited you to speak. You have been invited, Corey.
Oh,
there he is.
hello.
Okay.
This is
Alright.
the worst stream ever.
It's fine. We'll fix it in post.
Yeah.
We'll,
Coming up
we'll,
immediately.
we'll ADR you later.
Yeah. I'll just like post
Okay.
it. Like, this is what this animation is.
Yeah. Okay. So one of the big cool things we get to show off this month is we are redesigning the UI. So everything up till now has been very placeholder. So we're finally going in deep with the UI design. So for this stream, we currently have just the inventory menu done. So we've got some screenshots here of sort of the progression of different designs. So here's the OG, which I'm sure everyone is familiar with by now. Go to the next slide. This was the first concept that we did for the new design, going with a more sleek look, trying to eliminate some of the like busyness. And obviously this is also like kind of rough. Like the gear info at the bottom right is copy pasted, but it gets the
It's
point
kind of
across. You know,
lost.
this was more of a layout. It's more of a layout thing.
Yeah.
And the next slide is closer to what we actually have. This was the next evolution. And then as we go through here, the next couple slides will all be pretty similar. These are just like experimenting with different design elements and stuff. Keep going. Yeah, I believe this is close to the final version. It's not exactly what we have. You can see there's still placeholder icons and stuff in here, but yeah, it's a lot nicer. We'll get to show it off in gameplay as well, and it kind of is better designed for both keyboard and controller, just ease of use stuff, like sorting as a button press instead of like clicking on a thing on controller, stuff like that. Alrighty. Yes. Oh, is that? Yeah, that's the last thing, I guess. Yeah, it's game time. It's time for Paul gets to show off his gamer skills.
Oh boy.
We haven't gotten to play yet.
That's
Show him, Paul.
How are you? How are you at the game?
I think I'm all right. I'm not.
We're gonna need you to at least get to the boss and survive for like.
I've gone to the boss. I have gone to the boss. So that I have. Hold up. Let me just switch things up. Do note I am playing this on an ultra wide. The recording is gonna be at least be in 16:9. This is gonna be in a lot. So. Wait.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but the recording should be fine.
Okay.
All right.
The Discord stream.
It's gonna be a little stretchy. All right. So should I start with the tutorial or nah?
Just do whatever.
Okay.
It's probably set to skip it anyway.
All right. Let me run.
Yeah, we don't need to see the surface level again.
All
We already
right.
showed off the excavators.
All right.
Oh yeah, so the health bar has been embiggened a bit to be
Yeah.
more obvious. It also has an icon now. It actually won't be a heart. We've just changed it to like a little green cross, the plus sign, but that is not in this group.
That's not it.
Have fun.
Or you have that. There you go.
Oh yeah, Corey, do you want to talk about your combat stuff? The changes to the
Yeah,
moves?
Right. So a lot of the moves weren't actually moving you around as much as I intended them to when I animated them. So your feet would be sliding all over the place, and you'd kind of just be like inching towards people as you punched and stuff like that. So I tweaked the movement values for each of the punches and kicks. Oof.
Let's
To
go.
better align with the animations and also to create a little more gameplay depth. So, for instance, the first quick punch will advance you a lot further forward now, and it looks more correct because that's like he takes a big step forward when he throws that punch. So that's been tweaked. A bunch of other things have been tweaked, and most notably, the third quick kick, the one that's like just like a quick low kick, will actually step you backward after the recovery. So you can actually use that to sort of have like a fade attack, where if an enemy is like barely in range to hit you, you can throw that kick and actually get out of range of the attack before following up with another attack. I've used it to, if I had one guard on either side of me, I used it on one guard to advance on the other guard, and then like switch targets and start attacking the other one. So I think it's pretty fun, and it adds a bit of depth, and it also just feels nicer to play now overall with all the different moves. Oh.
Gone.
Just got rid of him. I know this isn't a new feature, but I actually think that the sound indicators and detection indicators add a lot of clarity and user friendliness to the game that just makes it feel so much better.
Yeah,
Damn.
I've been enjoying playing a lot more since those are added, and also the gadget naming.
Yeah,
That was
Yeah.
that was a big month when we added all that stuff.
Right. It was like, oh, it feels like a video game now. Thank God.
All right.
Always sneaking around, but not sneakily enough.
Indeed. Yeah, I much prefer. I'm actually really proud of our audio indicator because it's not like a gauge that fills up of like how much they're hearing you. It's like a gauge of how close you are to being heard.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a matter of you can actually gauge the distance of your footsteps to see how close you are before they will instantly hear you as soon as you're within that range. So it's just so much nicer because you don't need to like inch forward and make sure it doesn't fill up too much. You just be like, okay, I'm walking at this distance and it's like halfway filled up, so I know I can keep walking at this distance and I'll be fine. And it makes it feel so much nicer to play, I think.
Yeah. I'd like to talk about the funny inventory screening a bit, if you
Yeah.
want to hang on this for a bit, Pablo.
Yeah, will do.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, you saw the cool inventory animation with the zipper.
Yeah,
That was a lot of fun.
Zach didn't tell me about that, so I just I pulled the latest build and I was like, yo, what?
A little surprise. The old screenshot the game and use it as a texture thing.
The old decide to just go really hard on one random thing without telling anyone trick.
Yeah. So I'll talk about a few of the new things on here. So, obviously we've got a list of all our gear on the right. And then on the left of that, all the yellow slots are sort of what we have equipped. So there's, head, chest, arm, leg gear. The gadgets are at the bottom now. Instead of being sort of lumped in with all the gear, they only show up here and not in that list. So it's also a lot easier to just see at a glance now, how many gadgets you have. And it still has a little info on them. The access cards are also on this, and you can also get a little bit of info about those when you hover over it now. One of the nice things that I added was a little preview of like how much weight any given item has. So if you roll over any of the gear pieces and look at the encumbrance, the weight meter at the bottom left, you can see a little flashing portion of it. And that's representing how much the selected or highlighted gear is contributing to your weight. So you can sort of visualize, how much a certain amount of pounds is a lot better. And it does the same with the gadgets. So if you have like 20 taser darts, you can see like, 20 taser darts is this much weight. Another thing is you could discard things before and it would drop the item on the ground. We've removed that sort of. So now when you discard something, it just deletes it permanently. We felt like that was just simpler. It prevents some cheesing. So yeah, can you just discard like a noisemaker or something? It's a hold input now, so you don't do it accidentally. So there it goes. And you can also, for gadgets specifically, you can keep holding it down to keep discarding them if you want to do more. So yeah, that does it. Another thing, so like I mentioned, the sorting of the gear is now done with just a button press. So you press X on, I guess he's using an Xbox controller. Is that right, Paul? Are you using an Xbox controller?
Yes, I am using an Xbox controller.
Good. That's good. Now I know that all of the button prompts work on all the controllers. So yeah, now this is just a little pop-up. You select what you want to sort by. It's somewhat simpler. Yeah, some of these won't do anything because they all have the same values. But that is those things. And then the other change to this is the info panel, which you can see right now. So right now, can you keep it on comparison for now? Yeah, so by default, the info panel shows this comparison display where you're basically comparing what you currently have equipped to what you're highlighting. Now, right now, it's the same item, so it's the same thing. But that just shows like the basic effects, and we took out the description of the items from this display because it felt really cluttered. But if you hit a bumper, you can view more detailed information about specifically what you have highlighted. So this is where you see the description, and it also will tell you the armor mod and weight mod here. So that's sort of been a hidden mechanic up until now, but it felt like something that should be exposed to the player. Can you scroll up through the other items, Paul?
Yep.
Go up again. Okay, yeah. So this one on expensive shoes, you can see that weight mod has one little tick there that's not filled in. So that means that whenever you upgrade this item, there's always a chance that you'll get 1 point to your weight mod, which basically means it will make this gear weigh 1 pound less. And there's armor mod as well, which is what it sounds like. You have a chance when upgrading to gain additional armor points. So yeah, I think that's it. Oh, and obviously the the big view model of Scav here. So right now he's just kind of there. You can rotate him if you use the right stick, which is fun. But he will display whatever gear you put on him. And we get those models in.
Yeah, because we're planning to have unique models for every gear piece. Sorry, Popple.
That's all right.
But yeah, so you'll be able to customize not only your build, but the look of your character as well. And if you don't like the look of the gear that you have, but you like the stats of it, and would rather just pick the gear that looks good on your character, then get good, and it's not a problem.
No fashion gear option currently.
No, not planned at least.
No.
But also, be who be who you hope to be, and just kill all the bosses with gear that does not synergize at all, but look cool doing it.
There it goes. So yeah, that is that, and that'll be in the Patreon build for this month. We're working on the other menus like the Forge and Gear Exchange and everything, but currently some of the changes that I had to make to get the new inventory UI looking good did mess with a couple of other menus. So they all are at least functional, but they will look a little odd until those other menus get implemented with the new style.
Popple is deadly. He's sick. He's deadly.
Oh, I'm
He's
just now
miserable.
realizing this isn't like elevator combat. Like,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
didn't,
he
he
just
didn't
got
go
caught
up,
in
he
the
just caught in the
elevator.
elevator. I was like, why
Why
is
isn't
the
the
elevator
elevator
music? Music? Yeah, music. Uh-oh. Oh, and as another note with the UI, I don't think this will be too big of an issue, but currently there are also some issues with how it appears on 4:3 and ultra-wide aspect ratios, but 16:9 and 16:10 are good to go.
Yeah, that's what we're
So
designing
we'll
for.
have to figure out, do we want to support those other aspect ratios, and
Right.
we'll do that.
If we can, we obviously will. But
But for now, gamers will have to be sad. There are also some little bug fixes in this build. One of the issues that I think showed up in the previous dev stream was this animation bug, where if you tase a guard and then sneak attack them, they would like freeze and the animation would play on like a weird offset. That's fixed, so that's cool. And I believe there were also some visual bugs, like the guard health break effect was not, it didn't look right. And that's also been fixed. So always some fun little updates. That one was a real doozy to fix. I had to mess with a bunch of rendering stuff, and apparently those decals that we're using for the security camera, like projections, are like part of the problem, and they're supposed to work if you change it to screen space, which they're not on right now. They're on some other mode. I changed it to screen space, but then the decals didn't display correctly. So there's a lot of very funny things. We should probably look into a different way to display those anyway, because the decal thing doesn't really act like a projection. It's more like sticking the texture onto things, so it goes through walls and stuff.
Right, yeah.
Yo,
That was pretty raw.
that was a sick ragdoll pose.
Yeah, I've been doing a bit of writing on the game's lore, which I can't share because it would spoil the game.
No spoiler.
And working on writing scripts for the voice actors as well, because there will be dialogue for the boss fights, which is going to be really cool, I think.
Yeah. As you can see here, the funny item cards from the inventory are now in the forge, but they don't really look right, and also the level display in the info box is not correct.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we're not worrying too much about those things because, we are going to be redoing all those menus anyway.
Yeah, we are trying to make the game a little more presentable and polished with what we have, because we are entering Steam Next Fest, the next Next Fest, not the one that's currently happening, obviously. I believe it is in October, so look forward to that. We also have Steam Stealth Fest, which is a thing that will be happening a little bit earlier, I believe.
Yeah. Here we go. It's the boss. So if you crank up the stream volume, you may notice some new epic music for the boss fight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so this is part of what I was working on in the previous sprint. And it's pretty intense.
I can't hear the stream for some reason. Oh. Well, now no one can hear the music.
Yeah, my strat typically has been to do like 2 runs maybe to like get a build I like and then go for the boss.
Yeah.
The boss is probably still too hard though.
Just a little.
I can do them like semi-consistent with no gear.
I have not been able to beat him.
Yeah, he might be a little too hard.
It's alright. It's the whole point of getting good, as you say.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking the boss after is going to be, I think, a tad bit harder. So the second boss is going to have like dodges and a lot of chains and wacky stuff.
Dang, so close.
Yikes.
Yeah. I'm trying to get so we can get the access card to go to the elevator, up the elevator, but yeah, it's not looking like it. So anything else that we should talk about?
I don't know that there's anything else to show.
Right.
Just, you know, we'll just chill.
Just hang out.
Just have a nice time playing raw metal.
So, Zach, do you have any ideas of what to do for the little pop-up tutorial UI?
Yeah, make it better, more aesthetic. I mean, what do you mean? Like, I was assuming we would still have it, but it would just
Right,
be
yeah.
like the new style.
Right.
I don't know if I can't think of any like, or at least I haven't thought of any like cool ways to make it thematically
Like
interesting other than it just being a panel. Yeah, I can slide in.
Pavel, do you have a favorite piece of gear?
As of now, when these are fully upgraded, they're fun.
High Force Launcher is pretty fun, yes.
I think my favorite is Ninja Mask.
Oh yeah, that one's good. I think the Riot Armor is really fun. I love just launching someone and then being able to like knock them into a wall instantly.
Yeah.
He gave up. Oh, you know what? It's probably the emergency shock ray. That might be my favorite.
Ah.
He is smart, Pavel.
Oh, he walked around it.
He walked around it.
He knows. You gotta, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah! Yeah.
Oh no.
Game's game. As you see, I am very big gamer. Very strong gamer.
Strong gamer Pavel.
The world's strongest gamer.
We also we tweaked the way shadows work a little bit. Yeah. They were a little inconsistent before because the point on your character to which lights would like raycast to detect whether you were whether there was a line of sight between the light and you, it was a little bit higher up on your body. So if you would see like a shadow on the ground cast by like a table or something, it wouldn't necessarily be able to hide you, even though it looks like it should be. So we basically lowered that point to which the lights, quote unquote, see you, so that you can hide behind lower objects that are still casting shadows on the ground. So like it makes less sense technically, realistically, but it feels like it makes more sense. And we balanced it so that like you can't hide in like the tiniest shadows, but there's like a degree of fairness to what looks like you should be able to hide in and what you can.
Ah! Dying.
Dies.
Dies. Can he clutch the 1v2?
I believe in you, Pavel.
Love hitting each other. But this is actually pretty promising, all things considered, for the balance of the game. Because while Pavel is getting knocked out quite a bit, it's only ever in these group fights, which you want to avoid anyway.
Should have brought a tear module. You're dodging too early.
And you're also you're not using your crowd control options. You got to do wall splats and launches.
Also, I'm trying.
We're gonna back in.
It's okay.
Actually, that is like, I'm kind of sitting here like, huh, yeah, like you dealt. I'm pretty sure you dealt way more than their max HP for both of them, but they regenerated it because you had to play defensive.
Yeah, the regen makes 1v2s quite hard.
Yeah, I've been playing this game in like playtesting mode, where I'm just kind of running around throwing gadgets everywhere, and I'm kind of realizing that in an actual run, saving tear modules for like a combat escape is way more useful than using them to like displace a guard.
Yeah, I always save like 2 or 3. Sometimes if I'm playing really aggressive, I would like get to the forge and be like, okay, I'm gonna upgrade all my stuff and then go back to the surface. And I like scrap all my gadgets to get more points, get more Grimite to upgrade stuff.
Oh yeah.
And then I get in the elevator and I'm like, oh, I have no gadgets in case I get caught in the elevator.
Oh yeah, wait, that's balancing.
Yeah.
You want the extra Grimite. You just attracted more guards to your location.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not awareness.
Sometimes it do be like
this
that.
is why you pick off guard.
No, so doable.
It seems like the pacifist build is only good if
Hey,
you
yo.
have a lot of, you're banking on like never getting into combat,
Yeah.
because it's like either you want to get into a bunch of 1v1s or you want to get not into combat at all.
You can build for having a high tear module loot chance.
True, you got rip scope and then like stealth mesh or whatever the other things are. It was low profile, yeah.
Whatever the critical strike gauntlets, I think would be good too.
Ooh,
You do ripscope critical strike, so you can just kill people.
You sneak attack them and then teleport away.
He's out.
He's out. It took him 3 minutes and 32 seconds. He gave 2 people a really bad headache.
Yeah. Do you want to show
Funny
anything
if
else?
No, we could just keep playing.
Keep aiming for 8 more minutes.
Okay, sir.
We're hanging out. If chat has any questions, answer them. Although I know that we've been rattling on, so it's like, you know. But yeah, like now that we've got a lot of the like gear sort of balanced out in the game, it's making me think about like strategies, because like before we were thinking about builds, like, oh, you could do this and this, but it's like I'm thinking about like, when do you want to use your tear modules, when do you want to target guards with your tasers rather than lights, stuff like that.
Yeah,
that's why I wanted to buff the damage of the high force launcher, because not being able to target lights is massive. So it's like, that's like, you have no way to take out lights if you wear those gauntlets. So you want to be able to deal some damage. You could just sneak up next to that guy and take him out. You got to
Oh.
push the stick lightly,
Yeah,
my
it's slow
dude.
walk.
That's all right though. It's still just one guy.
Voiced by our very own Zach.
That's me.
Zach, what the hell? There's someone in here, Wilson.
One punch.
Oh yeah. I'm also gonna make an animation for guards losing you in shadow during combat, which is also gonna be the animation for if they lose you while chasing after you, which is just them looking around so you can tell more clearly when they don't know where you are.
Wait,
And there'll also be a voice on for that.
I hit the wrong button.
It's all right. You're stockpiling more gear. Did you find any gear?
Yes.
Yeah, you got Grimite gauntlets.
Grimite gauntlets.
Mr. Money Hands.
It's nice. Can I select?
This is one of the things that's messed up right now. You can select with the mouse though. This will be fixed for the build, for the H1 build.
Oh yeah. Yeah. This week, Zach is focusing on restoring UI functionality.
Well, that's the only thing that needs to be actually fixed.
Oh.
Well, there's a thing in the Forge, but I'll probably be working on also implementing new Forge UI or new something UI.
Yeah. We also need to add a Grimite counter just to the regular gameplay. Probably.
Oh, you think so?
At least when you're in combat and you have the Grimite gauntlets equipped. So you can see how much money you're losing. We could even have like a whole thing that pops up every time you deal damage that just says minus 20 Grimite.
Yeah. -2.
I think that like Grimite boots and Grimite gauntlets would be like a really good, like they would be really good endgame gear, because you don't need gear for, or you don't need Grimite for upgrading anymore. So
That's what I've been thinking.
all the stuff you earn can go towards dealing more damage. Rage plate. Hobble's about to get angry. Oh, it doesn't have a level on it.
Level 0. Oh yeah, that's another UI thing, is that the effect down like broken gear debuff also displays on the level display now, or it makes the levels that it takes away red.
Yeah. Oh. Raw combo.
That was kind of raw.
Uh-oh. Seems like someone wants to walk in the lounge.
No, they didn't.
He is not using the gear exchange. Pavel is encumbered. Probably because of the lead boots. You'd probably drop like a few gadgets that you're not going to use. Oh. Or just the boots. I usually try to take out those cameras. I think they're like way more threatening than the lights. That's just me though.
Yeah. Punch that guy. That was wrong.
Guys getting punched.
That's actually the ultimate title of the game.
Guys getting punched underground.
Yeah, we considered that for probably about 2 months.
Yeah. Maybe no material for it, maybe. I said, Zach, I'm having a hard time fitting all these words in the poster.
Yeah, that was the issue. That was the main problem with it. Just too many words.
Yeah. And then we were struggling to come up with an idea, and all of a sudden a chunk of unrefined iron ore landed in front of us.
And we just went, oh!
Yeah.
Oh, that was the.
Oh, the decal didn't reappear.
Oh no.
Bugged the camera.
Bug
You've
found.
actually upgraded the camera by taking it out?
Oh no. Did you guys hear the ice cream truck?
What?
There's an ice cream truck outside my house.
I haven't. It hasn't driven by my house yet.
Definitely not near my house.
Oh my god. You decapitated that man. Let's hope it stays off this time. We must stick on this one. This big rotating drill room reminds me of the procedurally generated levels days. That was a time. Nice. Pavel's going crazy. He's visceral. Yeah, okay. That's definitely got to be fixed. Alright. Alright, Pavel, I say you should get to the elevator and let's wrap this up.
Yes, sir. Escape. Escape.
Escape.
Escape.
You must escape.
Oh!
Oh,
Ah!
it's alright. Kick his ass. Just one guy. Yeah.
Let's go.
He's gone. He fell down the elevator shaft. Success. All right. Well, I think that's gonna do it for the dev stream.
Yes,
Thank you
indeed.
for tuning in / watching the VOD. We will have some more juicy content for you next month.
Yeah, well, we'll have some juicy content at the end of this week.
Oh yeah. If you are
We'll have that the blog post and the build.
yeah. So get to try out some of the new stuff, some of the tweaks, the new UI. So yeah, look forward to that.